What's happening, beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike, and welcome to the journey where I'm building different squads and we're jumping right into season matches. We're going to be getting into some tournaments and mixing it up here and there. Today, I've got a squad that's a little bit out of the ordinary, and it's going to be extremely expensive, between 1.5 and 2 million coins. Just depends where the market's at. It's fluctuating all over the place lately. And one of my buddies let me borrow a bunch of players, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity. If he was on YouTube or Twitch or something, I'd give him a shout out, but he just really isn't involved in the social media game. So we've got a rivalry squad, and I'm going to be using the 4-3-3. I believe this is the fourth version of this formation, and we've got, as you can see, a hybrid team between Argentina and Brazil. Definitely heated rivals that match up on the regular, and I wanted to go ahead and include some of the guys that everyone's after and everybody wants to try out and see if they're worth the value, if they're overpriced, or if they're overrated. And I encourage everyone to drop a comment. What's the most overpriced or overrated player you've paid for, you've purchased in Ultimate Team this year? And speaking of expensive squads, if you guys are looking to buy coins, make sure to check out UT Coin Store, and the link will be in the description. Safe, reliable place to get all your coins. As you guys can see, I'm still in Division 10, and I'm looking for promotion. I'm hungry. In the last EP, unfortunately, I did draw a couple matches. I was a little bit surprised. My opponents finished well, and I did not. And anytime you don't take your chances in FIFA, you can count on losing some matches or just not being able to close out. And Aguero with a nice goal there. That crossing is unbelievable this year. I'm still messing around with a lot of different things in Ultimate Team. In fact, I'm actually playing in a big tournament, a national final this weekend. That's when I'm doing this commentary right before I leave. And woo, look at that finish by Di Maria. And we've got the Argentine Brotherhood up front. These are my money makers, with Lavezzi, with Aguero, with Di Maria. As you can see, the finesse shot. I think Aguero is a monster this year, and I'm not sure how many coins he's actually worth. What's a good number to pay for him, but I think that he's a player that you should have on your squad if you're making a BPL team, and money's not an issue. He's fast, he's strong, skill moves, weak foot, he's good in the air, everything you're looking for well, in terms of a striker. He's got the complete package, and he's an 88 overall. What else do you want? In game number 2, we got that 3-0 victory. Remy, he had Cisse, he had Ben Arfa, 100 chemistry, a lot of French guys making an appearance. And I can't stress this enough. Chemistry is so important, guys. Make sure to focus on that, getting your team to move properly. And look at this goal. It's so weird. My keeper turned into the net. I haven't seen that animation before. Must be new to FIFA 14. There's been some kind of buggy stuff here and there. And hopefully EA gets that patch out. I've been talking about it. And as for Lavezzi, I'd like to use him as a left midfielder. I think as a left winger he was good. But I wasn't overly impressed. I thought that he was a little above average. I was more happily surprised with Di Maria than Lavezzi not meeting my expectations. As Remy gets a header, it was about 12 or 14 yards out. Jeez. So hard to defend the crosses. I feel like you almost auto-switch in the air with your defense, and if you allowed the cross, you're going to be in big trouble. Look at acrobatic save. I see you. Can he get a second one? Can we get it in the box? Another save. And keepers are kind of inconsistent this year also. They make amazing plays and then terrible decisions with some of these long finesse shots. And as a center attacking midfielder, I'm using Messi because I just don't like using him as a striker. I never have. I don't think that it fits him well. And I thought that he was okay as a center attacking midfielder. He's not worth the coins. I'm never going to co-sign paying a ton of coins for Messi. I think that he's just never going to live up to the FIFA hype. In real life, he's outstanding. But the things that he excels in, his traits, just that amazing playmaker ability, doesn't carry over all that well for him in FIFA. Next to him, we've got Neymar. And we have, I think it's Trejo. I could be saying that wrong. My pronunciation game is kind of suspect here and there as the keeper makes a mistake, but Di Maria is there to pick it up. Easy, greasy finish. Right over his head. I thought that my opponent was actually going to rage quit. That's a typical moment when you make a defensive error like that. It's upsetting. And Neymar didn't really do much in this game. I know he's playing as a center mid, not a center attacking midfielder or a striker or any of those positions. But I wanted to go for an attacking set and counterattack with pace, and see how that treated me. I didn't like how I was having to wait for a lot of things to happen with the previous squad. Maybe because I was in a defensive formation, whereas this 4-3-3 is getting forward, and it's getting forward extremely fast, quick. And then on the defense, let's talk about them a little bit as we get into the final match. 2-0, I'm trying to keep things going. My opponent is called Balls Deep. What a name. We got Remy once again up front, and De Bruyne. Those guys are disgusting. Got some English players, got some French guys. Nice little combination in the BPL. And as for the center backs, we got Thiago Silva. He's a great player. Everybody knows this, and he's always going to be super expensive. His stats don't lie, as Jarvis kind of squeaks one home on my keeper. I'll tell you what, Diego Alves was horrible for me. Absolutely atrocious. I did not like using him. That was bad defense, not his fault there. But I just thought his positioning was bad. And anytime my opponent shot anything near the corner, he never made any crazy saves. I didn't see those extreme reflexes. I saw bad positioning, and I didn't like it. He was not consistent, and I always look for consistency with my keepers. I get an ugly goal to bring one back. But right before halftime, my opponent grabs another goal. Remy. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. No, I like using him, but when I'm up against Remy and up against Kone, they're tough. Those guys are one-man wrecking crews, and my opponent's being a dick. So I had a halftime team talk with my squad. I was like, guys, we can't have this. And then I've got Santana, big, pacey. You guys all know about him. And Dani Alves at that right back spot, and I have Maxwell as a left back. Maxwell, the old man, still doing his thing, but nothing too crazy as we get another ugly goal. But the comeback has begun. And Dani Alves, I've always had mixed reviews about him. I think that sometimes he just pushes way too far into the attack, and he's no longer a defender. He's not relevant when you're trying to shut out people. We got the equalizer, my man Aguero. And this guy scores at will. I'm telling you, if you got the coins, it's not an issue. Try out Aguero. Do a team review, or not a team review, do a player review. Try him out. Give me some feedback. I love the guy. I mean, you can't get mad at him. And then right when this happened, I got a very lucky break for my opponent not to score that corner kick. I knew something was happening. Something was on the books. And some might call it scripting, but Aguero is on point. In the corner, easy finesse shot. We're going to go ahead and do the Le Cercle Labelle. And I might be overdoing my celebration, but it still is really cool to me and kind of surreal. And we got Di Maria dancing. I get 2 goals in the 90th. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but it seems like the 45th and the 90th minute are longer than it's ever been in any FIFA. And you're going to see a lot of complaints about scripting. I can see it happening this year all over the place. We get the comeback victory. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter at MikeSon9USA. I have a lot more content come for you ASAP.